Hi to all. It's a great day today and immense pleasure to introduce myself. This is Meena Gurumurthy from Chennai. I am working as an assistant professor, head department of interior design and decor at Sri Kanyaga Parameshwari Arts and Science College under Madras University affiliation. Here, if I am going to give you one task, for each 10 members I am going to give one task itself, but the action of 10 members is totally different. Each will be giving different way, behavior in doing that task. So each behavior is different among one another. So this shows their value. Now today's topic is values. In our daily life, values are motivating factors that influence our behavior. Values grow out of human interest, desires and experiences. Values are the products of the interaction between an individual and some object or situation in its environment. Values are generally regarded as moral standards of human behaviors in the society. So to understand values that influences our behavior is a main thing. Meaning of value comes from able and worth. If one going to do the task, that ability should be there, that ability should have some worth. So which is associated with the situation, which has a power to satisfy oneself, is known as value. Differences in thoughts lead to the differences in individual behavior. According to Nicol and Dorsey, values are motivating factors in human behavior. They provide a basis for judgment, discrimination and analysis, and it is these qualities that make intelligent choices possible between alternatives. So these values originate from human desires and interest. In direction of individual's environment and situations originate values. It is human being who originates values and protects it. Values are the motivational factor for any particular work. Attitude of an individual is based on values. The attitude directs the behavioral pattern for an individual. Biological, psychological and social elements in family members have internal values which control the human behavior like protection, security, efficiency, respect, mental and physical health and so on. Every culture has different values and these values are taught to a child from childhood. Likewise, an adult has cultural values of respecting elders, loving and affection for friends, relatives which abounds in all the families. There are certain characteristics of values that is very important. Values are important to an individual. Decision making is based on values. If an individual stresses on values, will become the basis for a decision. Values are directive in nature. They motivate an individual to proceed in a particular direction. Creative nature of values develops personality. They have in our behavioral attitude, and based on values, certain attitude develops in an individual. Values have patience and fulfill desires and provide satisfaction. The intensity of value is different for every individual. Human values affect an individual as well as the society. Values are based on fact. Values change with place and circumstances. For example, role of working woman will be different at her workplace and so will be her values. But as a homemaker, her values and roles differ in house. Value is a thing, though, for an idea which originates goals. It directs a person to choose between different alternatives. Values are reflective of our culture. Indian culture teaches to respect elders, to be polite to others, to sacrifice of the welfare of other humankind and entertain our guests properly. These values will be developed in every Indian. Now we will see importance of values. These values are important because they help us to grow and develop. They help us to create the future we want to experience. Every individual and every organization is involved in making hundreds of decisions every day. The decisions we make are a reflection of our values and beliefs. They are always directed towards a specific purpose. That purpose is the satisfaction of our individual or collective needs. Human values have been a central concept in the social sciences since their inception. They are the basis for human beings for leading a better life. It is believed that all holy books of all religions contains the values of good life. Values are principles that allow us to guide our behavior to fulfill ourselves as individuals. It is to be mentioned that importance of human values is seen right from the childhood of a person. From preschool stage is the first stage or period that lays the foundation of information on human values. Information about the values of life is a continuous process found in the society. However, first information not only gains in earlier periods that begin and end in the period to adolescence, but also continues personality. From now on, there can be changes on these values, but basic values have been developed. It is critical to develop the child's personality in a planned and systematic process in order to prevent the wrong development of values education. There are different factors which affect human values in the life of an individual and the society. Value education starts from families and it is educators. Because of this, families, teachers and educational programs are crucial to values education. Families are the first source of information, so they should be careful about their behaviors and attitudes, as children see them as a model. Cooperation within families and teachers is very important, for the thing that affects the children most is what the teacher does in the classroom. In this period, by the help of educational activities like seminar, conferences, and families can take an active part in organizing these programs, so that there can be an effective harmony among families, educators and educational programs. It may be mentioned that value is a theory about what things in the world are good, desirable and important. This is said by the author Sinha. We human beings receive information through our 5 senses, and it is the human values that help us to discriminate from right and wrong, good and bad. We have access to information, but transformation is slow without practice of human values, and values plays a significant role in bringing solutions to the global problems such as ecological problem and global warming, so on. There are certain types of values divided by Parker. He classified 2 important values. One is internal value. Natural qualities are present in human beings are known as internal values. Examples are interest, capacity, abilities, skills, attitude and so on. External values. These values are acquired by an individual through efforts. They are the result of external pressure from the environment. Social and economic values are good examples of external values. Culture and environment plays an important role in the development of external values. According to the author Premlata Mullik, values are classified with certain examples. First one is moral value. There should be honesty, punctuality, integrity, faithfulness and sincerity. Next one is aesthetic value, a sensitivity to the artistic qualities of a portrait or the beauty of scenery. Next one, instrumental value, interest in studies and skill in handicrafts, as they are instruments for success and happiness. Intrinsic value, with love and affection, comfort and beauty. Ethical value, ethics is a science of character, habits of activity or behavior of human beings. According to author Super, values are categorized into 2, intrinsic value and extrinsic values. Theoretical values are an intellectual truth and to accept it. Facts like scientific research, philosophical thinking, etc. Economic value, taking interest in economically productive work is economic value. Going out for a job, save money, interior decoration in the house, increase wealth or like house, jewels, car, etc. Aesthetic value, to take interest in beauty and artistic activities like writing, poems, drawing, painting, sculpture. Social value, of providing services to others. Political value, leadership quality will lead to a political value. Dominance over others and interest to administrative power. Religious value, taking keen interest in God and religious activities. Listening to religious speeches are called religious value. All these direct a person's thinking and develop his personality. Formation of an attitude is affected by values. Attitude towards something which analyze the behavioral pattern of an individual. Urban, an author, has classified values into 3 groups: instrumental values, partly instrumental, and intrinsic value. And according to David H. Pater, in his book Human Values, classified as facilities and comforts, health, ambition, love, desire for knowledge, technological satisfaction, art and religion. Now, let us see role of family and society in inculcating the values among human beings. The family and society is important in developing the moral values of child. There is a close contact between the parents and children which determine the personality of child. Family is the foundation on which values are built. Moral values like truthfulness, happiness, peace, justice are instilled in children's thoughts, feelings and actions, and they function as ideals and standards that govern their action in their life. Blissful and cheerful atmosphere in the family will develop the love, affection, tolerance and generosity. A child learns his behavior by modeling what he sees around him. Family plays a major role in helping a child socialize and has great influence and bearing on the progress of the child. Joint family system. The presence of elders in the family plays the effective role in social and moral development of the children. It will help younger generation of family to imbibe human values and eradicate negative mental tendencies. Children identify themselves with their parents. Parents are the role model. The behavioral problems are set correct only by the involvement of family in the child's life, as they spend most of their time in adolescence with the parents. Values developed by family are the foundation for how children learn, grow and function in the world. These beliefs transmits the way of life a child lives and changes into an individual in a society. Social standards and customs defined by a family provide the emotional and physical basis for a child. Customs and traditions followed by and taught by the family leads a disciplined and organized life. Now coming to educational institutions in inculcating values. In school, children are members of a small society that exerts a tremendous influence on their moral development. Teachers serve as role model to students in school. They play a major role in inculcating their ethical behavior. Next, coming to the value education to the child in an developing ethical behavior in children. General steps are accountability. In school education, children should be encouraged. Teachers should be a role model for the children to inculcate the values. Helping others makes major role in children categories and always emphasize the ideas through many activities like stories and tales, which can be helped by each and every children among them. Appreciation and rewarding is the most important one that teachers should give to the children. And last one is the most important, where and how the values can be added in our life, in our real application. So it can easily be said that ethics of life is a general application of 5 human values. Following values are most important, which has to be followed in everyone's life. One is appreciation. Take a brief moment to say thank you with a smile. Belief in others. It can be attitude, resolve. Believe yourself first, then believe others. Third one is caring. Caring for others and self-care plays a major role in value. Commitment shows loyalty and it can show bravery and tenacity. Always commitment should be there in our life. Compassion. No doubt we have different skin colors, religious preferences, but at the end of the day we still need to take care of one another. Cooperation must be there. Effort, no matter whatever comes there, but effort should be there in what we are going to inculcate. Forgiveness is a main thing in our human behavior. If one has that forgiveness capacity, they can lead a happy family. Friendship, as all friends support us and they provide an unfiltered view. Gratitude. It is with a grateful heart that helped me to see so much abundance in my life. My value of gratitude reminds me that what I have today can be taken away tomorrow. Honesty plays major role in value. Listening capacity all should have. Patience is a very important thing in value. Unity is, there is indeed strength in members working together to solve a common problem. To achieve family values, the following interests assist in development, like love. Importance of love in family life strengthens social interaction. Knowledge. necessity of knowledge based on facts open to the acceptance of other values. Art, understand and appreciate art to gain satisfaction from art. Health, to achieve other values, mental and physical health is very important. And happy life gives more satisfaction in our day-to-day life. We all should have ambition. This ambition gives you a valuable life. Religion, to praise the peace of mind achieved by religious teachings. Now let's summarize the whole thing in values. Human values play a very leading role in society. Human value is the conception of mankind in general. It is true that the individual is the chief concern, but as long as individuals exist in society, it may be firmly said that modern society will never outgrow its existence. The origin and development of values, characteristics of values, significance of values, role of family and society in inculcating values, and role of educational institutions in inculcating values, gender influences values, age influences values, application of values in reality were discussed. So all have a valuable life hereafter. Thank you.